Man, as folks connect back in the building, and I want to offer my condolences to young Dolph, CEO Teezy, Miss Anita Wilson, and any other person that lost their life dealing with this situation. But as we know, man, it's a lot of players involved with Dolph hit. He was knocked off at Makita's cookie shop. You got Straight Drop as the top suspect. You got Cornelius Smith. You had Shondell Burnett. You had Jamarcus Johnson. And then you got Hernandez Govan. Persons of interest, you had CEO Teezy, and you also had a guy named Devin Burns, man. So you got to look at how many families affected by this situation, how many black men, man, got caught up in a sticky situation from Dolph losing his life. And if a bag was placed on Dolph's head, man, how was all these people going to get paid, man? But that Mercedes-Benz was tied into a lot of crimes leading up to Dolph's death. The lady was carjacked for this car out of Kroger's gas station. Then, a few days later, you had the Covington hit in which Miss Anita Wilson lost her life. And then you had the guy, Trayon Ingram. He was arrested probably almost a year later on the charges. And they saying they had him with the weapon that matched the shell casings. You got Cornelius Smith. He was arrested that month before Straight Drop was arrested. He was already arrested in DeSoto County, the next county over from Memphis, Tennessee. And it's very coincidental that Trayon Ingram was locked up, apprehended in DeSoto County as well. So I don't know if they trying to put a connection together there. And like they know all these people's spots, they know all their moves, but how would this guy get caught with this same firearm a whole year later? You can look at this. Somebody might have sold him their firearm. You know, because a lot of time when people do crime with guns, they get rid of it. Whether they throw it in the river, whether they bury it, or whether they just sell it to the next person. But you got Cornelius Smith, and you got Straight Drop, you know what I'm saying, the head front runners on taking the murder charge. You got Hernandez Govan, who's supposed to be, was going to pay them guys off for the hit. He was the mastermind behind the hit, going by what he's charged with. But you never know how it really go down because you got certain people snitching, and it's gonna mostly come out in the court of law. But to see Jamarcus Johnson get on the stand, he spoke on everything he knew from Straight Drop point of view. He said he didn't know nothing about the hit. They didn't speak on it, but he was doing favors for Straight Drop, and so that's what brought him in as an accessory. He was using his phone to deliver the message to Straight Drop PO. He was putting Straight Drop phone on the speaker and turning his phone on the speaker, and where when Straight Drop talked, it was as if Straight Drop was talking from his own phone. So just in case they ping their area, it'll show that Straight Drop is where he was supposed to be. So that's what they got Jamarcus Johnson jammed up for. He took a plea in which he waiting to finalize his plea after he testified, but he got his bond lowered, and it's speculation that he been released. You also got Shondell Burnett. He was the guy, accessory after the fact, the guy that was moving Straight Drop around from city to city and trying to help him escape from the situation. He had went ghost for a minute. They said they was looking for him after the fact of him and Straight Drop being locked up. You know, it's like he went ghost, and a lot of people speculated that he might been hid out somewhere and snitching. But you can tell they really want Straight Drop because he was kind of taunting them while he was on the run. Then he made the little song on the no talking song while he was in jail on the jail phone, until where they revoked his phone privileges. And when it first started off, it was hard for these guys to get a lawyer. They were saying that these guys hadn't got paid for the hit, and people saying that Straight Drop got robbed for his money. Some people put the move on him down in Texas. But just to show you if all that's true and any of that hold any weight, they just show you crime don't pay, man. See CEO Teezy lose his life in his neighborhood where he from. That looked kind of fishy, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know what happened in this situation, because how are you kill overnight and you sit in the car for 8, 9, 10 hours deceased. They find you the next morning. And then the people on the news get on. The news and speculate that PRE gang was behind the hit, as if they got some facts on the case. So they're throwing smoke in the air, back and forth other beefs that's gonna get started, because you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna go off what the news saying. And I'm surprised that they even gave that much information on the news, because usually they kind of mask the stuff that the police hadn't let out yet. So they give you pause and give you a reason to wonder, did MPD want them to make that statement to kind of get people to move different? Other people still going through beefs. Other people gonna lose their life. But when we really look at it, is it really worth it, man? Is it really, really worth it, man? I just want our young black brothers to know, man, that we gotta quit living our life behind that gun, man. We need to find something better, a better cause, something positive indulge in, man, and stop letting our culture kill us, man. Stop letting this industry and what's surrounding the hip hop and black culture take our mental. It's taking us away from critical thinking, man. It's taking us away from realizing that once I knock this one person off, I'm about to affect 30 more people. So that one death is bringing a whole lot of other emotion into it, to where now these kids gotta grow up without their parents. These mothers gotta keep living their life without their sons. You got innocent people getting hit because people pulling up, shooting multiples of rounds. You had a 50-something-year-old guy lost his life that was just sitting outside in Castalia right after CEO Teezy lost his life, and they referring it back to saying that, you know, the Trula Mafia and CEO Teezy homeboys had something to do with that. But man, you gotta look at it. If a person was involved in a hit on somebody as big as Young Dolph, a brazen attempt on his life at that busy intersection where Makita's is, you think that's the only beef that person had in the city? Do you think that's where that person crime start and stop it with that Young Dolph situation? Dolph been gone over 2 years, man. And we don't know what's going on with the CEO Teezy situation. We don't know really what happened with Young Dolph's situation, but we got enough to really speculate on the Dolph situation. But with CEO Teezy, man, he lost his life, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a big deal for PRE side, and you got to understand, they gonna celebrate, and if they had something to do with it or not, they gonna turn them and celebrate and stuff like that, because now they feel like they side feeling the same pain that they feel by CEO Teezy being such a big figure on their side. If you ain't got one gun just to protect your house, man, all these guns that you can put a switch, all these 100 round banana clips, man, that shit needs to be banned in the US, man, because you got more innocent people getting hit than the main target. And they really need to give these brothers more education on what's gonna go on when you get in that penitentiary. You can't open that door. You ain't gonna open no refrigerator. When you use the bathroom, it's gonna be somebody in there else using the bathroom. You ain't taking no showers by yourself. That water ain't gonna hit you like that water that come out that shower head at home. You know what I'm saying? Rack down time, count time. Man, you gonna get sick of that, man. So, man, people need to think about and cherish their freedom, man. People don't understand the luxuries they miss by being incarcerated. Now, we can talk about the people that lost their life, but think about the people that still gotta live and go through the consequences for their actions. A lot of these people ain't prepared for that. That's why you got so many people talking, man. But we gotta wake up as a people and understand, man. Each one teach one. And the person you can reach that person, man. If you in the hood, you an older guy, got somebody looking up to you, man, lead them in the right direction. Don't lead them down the same path if you didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna just let them stop at where you stopped at, and you know you're not even satisfied with how your life going. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we need to always think big, man. Think outside the box, man, and think about our people going to the next level, man, instead of having stunted growth. Wake up, people.